I want to tell you that you take more phone calls than anybody, and I didn't call to compliment you, but all we need is 24 hours on the radio, your news show in the future, you and, I don't know about JD or Clinical Call, but all you do is you fill in for a few hours, and all you do is take calls because no one takes calls like you. And I didn't call you to compliment you, but when a compliment is deserved, a compliment should be given.
Okay.
Now, even though I consider you a divider and have all kinds of issues,
How am I a divider?
Oh, don't ask me no questions.
No, I am.
No,
I'm going to ask you questions because you accuse me of being a divider. I want everybody to be treated as equals in this country, regardless of race, regardless of gender, regardless of sexuality. I want women to have just the same of opportunity as men to be in powerful positions. I want minimum wage to be raised. I want women to have the rights to do what they want with their bodies. I want people treated as equals. Please explain to me why I call out those that are bigots, that judge people on race, that judge people on sexuality. That makes me the divider. What have I said that makes me a divider on this show? Please tell me, Gary.
I will tell you. Thank God you admitted that the Democrats are too weak lately, and they're a bunch of doofuses.
So that makes me a divider?
No, you're a divider because you went to the school, to Jerry Springer School of Exploiting Dysfunctional Politics and the country.
So calling out dysfunctional politics makes me a divider.
You're a divider. You're not a uniter. And you're very harsh and stuff.
I'm sorry if you don't like honesty.
You're too damn harsh.
I'm too harsh.
What we need is just people calling, and nobody is qualified more to deal with that than you. And I'm tired of being nice to you. You know what? You're right about one thing. Marco Rubio is an idiot. He was a little tiny.
Gary, what? All right, let's stop about Marco Rubio. What have I said on this show today that you think is a divider?
You keep accusing people of being orangutans and being knee pads and this and that and all this harsh bull crap. I'm potted down.
Well, Gary, the reason why I called Donald Trump an orangutan, an orange orangutan, the reason why I call him names is because he got elected for being a divider. He attacks women on looks. He attacks Gold Star families. He attacks our brave men and women in uniform. If you notice, Gary, I don't attack an entire race. I don't attack people because of their gender or any of that stuff. All I do is I'm attacking Donald Trump, an individual who attacks groups of people based on sexuality, what they look like, what gender they are. That's not dividing people. The people that divide people are the ones that I call out on this show and blast. And I'm sorry if you think that's too honest or harsh. Going back to what you said about the phone calls, the reason why the conservative shows that you listen to get 2 phone calls a day is because they don't have any listeners. They're all wannabe Rush Limbaughs who don't do anything innovative or anything different. On this show, I debate Republicans. On this show, I'm happy to interview anybody that I disagree with. On this show, I'm not afraid to debate anybody. On the shows that you listen to, which are right-wing echo chamber shows, they don't interview people they disagree with. And I don't just take phone calls on this show. And I'm very appreciative of this listening audience, the diversity. I get calls all over the country and quite frankly, all over the world. And I'm very proud of that. And I'm very appreciative to my listeners. But you know something else I do on this show? I cover the news on a daily basis. I interview Republicans and Democrats, and I get good guests coming on this show on a regular basis, Gary. That's why I take phone calls, and that's why I have diversity on this show and people on both sides of the aisle that come on this show as guests. So yes, I do appreciate your compliment, Gary. I'm not the divider. I call out truth. I'm honest on this show. I don't say things that people want to hear. I say things that I believe, and I am for equality, and I want people to be treated as equals. I am the opposite of the person that you voted for, and I would assume that person is, yes, you guessed it, the orange orangutan Cheeto Jesus. Gary, thank you for the phone call.